A dark midnight at the great house of Collinwood. A time of crisis for all who live there. A crisis somehow connected with the Leviathan box Barnabas Collins has brought from the past. But now they sleep, not knowing that in the room in the West Wing, a room that remains a monument to the past, a woman is trying to make a man with no memory realize who he is.
Why are you laughing? Why?
This is insane. What am I doing here, listening to an old song?
You're lying. Why are you lying?
Lying?
You are Quentin Collins. I don't know why you won't admit that.
Now look, do I look 99 years old?
Of course not.
And why do you insist that I'm Quentin Collins? Why?
It's Quentin. He's back.
Someone's coming. You must hide.
Why?
Never mind. Just please, please hide.
Oh, I thought you had permission to bring me here.
Please be quiet.
Dr. Hoffman,
David. David, why are you up?
what are you doing in here?
I came to find something.
Quentin's back, isn't he?
No, of course not.
I sensed it in my room. And then when I got there, I heard his music.
I saw the phonograph and just turned it on. I came to look at some of the paintings in this room.
He told you to do it, didn't he?
Of course he didn't.
He tells you to do something, and then you have to do it. I remember. You're hiding him.
Oh, David, don't be ridiculous.
I don't want it all to happen again.
I'm sorry if I frightened you. I shouldn't have played the music. It was stupid of me.
I don't want to stay in this room.
Well, I'll take you
I don't
back.
have to.
I'll take you back to your room.
I'll be all right. I can't be in this room. Please don't play that music again.
No,
Please.
I won't, David. You just go back to bed.
So I take it that you and Barnabas Collins aren't the only ones who know Quentin Collins.
No.
That requires an explanation, too. Does everyone in this house know him?
No, the children don't.
How's that possible?
He came back
Back from where?
from the dead.
So you think that's what I've done? Well, no wonder you're interested. A ghost with amnesia. You know, that could really be fascinating. I might be able to forget that I'm dead.
I treated you in the hospital. I know you're alive.
And the kid saw a ghost. How do you explain that?
I want you to explain it to me.
I don't have any answers. You know that. Now, you better start giving me some if you expect to see me here again.
I know I must explain, but please let me choose the time. Stay here. Now, you stay behind me. If I motion with my hand, you stay still until the danger's past. Now come.
Tomorrow, Doctor. A full explanation.
I said I would give it to you, Mr. Douglas, and I will.
I'll be waiting.
Mr. Douglas, I'm sorry I wasn't more helpful.
So am I, Doctor. So am I.
Mr. Douglas is the man who was in the accident. The man Carolyn met in the antique shop. But why does he look so much like Quentin? Well, how can he be without being Quentin?
There's no one here to help you.
Oh, will Megan and Philip be back soon? Good, then I'll wait. Tell me, did you have fun playing at Collinwood the other day?
I like that house. There's so many places to hide.
Do you like to hide, Alex? Alex, I've been wanting to talk to you. You know, you can tell me the truth. About your visit to Collinwood. You know, Mr. Stoddard was very upset.
He's a grown-up.
And all grown-ups always are? What about Megan and Philip? They're not.
They're different.
How are they different? Oh, perhaps they don't have the worries that Mr. Stoddard has. Tell me, Alex, did you see a little girl at Collinwood? You did?
I saw Amy.
No, I mean the little girl that Mr. Stoddard thought he saw. A little girl with long, blonde pigtails.
Oh, no.
Are you sure? Because Mr. Stoddard shut her up in that room, and then when we opened the door, you came out. You must have known something about it. You do, don't you?
Julia, what a surprise. I was just thinking about you. Hello, Alexander. I brought David and Amy into town, and David insisted on coming over here. They both want to play with you.
My name is Alexander.
You must call him that, Amy. He doesn't like to be called anything else. Now say Alexander.
Alexander.
Julia, if you're free this afternoon, is the perfect time to go through that storage room and get those pictures out that you were asking about.
I really did want to wait and see Megan.
Well, she's shopping at Brewster's. I ran into her. Why don't we go now?
Well, do you think we can leave the children?
Can't play with that. Why not?
Put it down, Amy. It's not yours. It's for sale.
Amy, do what David says. The children will be perfectly all right. Should we go now?
If you really think we can, just leave them.
Well, if I didn't think so, I wouldn't do it, would I?
I suppose you wouldn't.
David, you see that Alexander doesn't get into any trouble.
Don't worry.
Thank you
For what?
for coming.
Dr. Hoffman certainly is nosy. But I guess all doctors are nosy. They have to ask questions. All kinds.
David, look what he has. A picture of Carolyn when she was his age. Give it to me.
Put it down, Amy.
He stole it. It was in the book that you found that you were going to show to Mr. Stoddard.
It's none of our business.
But it is. He's got a crush on her. But she isn't like this anymore. She's grown up. Get it.
I will, Alexander.
Now!
Yes. Amy, you're just being silly about this. Well, come on, put it down.
But it isn't his.
It doesn't matter.
Well, it does to me. What's the matter with you, David Collins? It should matter to you, too. He took it. Don't you understand? He took it without asking her anything.
Alexander, please wait. I'll get it from her. You know I will.
I don't understand you. You're bigger than he is and you're afraid of him. What's wrong, David? What is it?
I haven't been here in ages. I don't like coming to this part of the house. The pictures are stacked there against the wall. I'm afraid you're going to get awfully dusty. I should have had Mrs. Johnson clean them. Julia, something wrong?
That boy, I was just thinking about that boy.
Alexander?
Yes. Yes, when I left the shop, he looked at me and somehow he knew he had won.
Won? Won what?
I don't know, but somehow he outsmarted me.
Julia, you haven't been around children enough to understand them. You're thinking of him as an adult.
Elizabeth, would you think it very rude of me if I gave you some unasked for advice?
No, of course not.
Please, please don't let Amy and David play with that child again.
Julia, why do you think that David shouldn't be a friend of Alexander's?
I suppose I don't really think that child has any friends. I don't know why I feel so strongly about it, Elizabeth, but I do, really. And the day that Alexander was here, he really did upset Mr. Stoddard.
Julia, you're not taking Paul seriously, are you? You're not listening to those and believing those wild stories of his.
At this point, I don't know what to believe, which is very unusual for me. Let's look at the paintings.
I'm not going to give it back, and that's that.
Amy, if If you don't do as Alexander says, something terrible is going to happen to you.
I don't believe you.
I'm sure it's something that you don't like.
Like what?
I'll send Quentin after you.
Quentin? Quentin's gone.
No, he isn't.
He is so.
I heard his music playing last night, Amy. Didn't you hear it? And guess what? I saw him. Would you like to see him again, Amy?
I don't believe you. No. And don't threaten me. I'll tell on you.
Would you just follow her, please, and make sure she doesn't come back for a few minutes?
It's incredible. It's almost the same painting as the tape that I bought last week. And look, the sky is painted exactly the same way. It says Harrison Monroe, 1968.
Now I remember. I got it at a charity auction last year. Thank goodness it was a worthwhile charity. When I got home with it, Roger said to come right up here with it, and I did.
I wish I knew more about painting or artists' techniques. It seems inconceivable that the two artists could paint so much alike, doesn't it?
I'm afraid you're asking the wrong person.
But you know, I know who would know. Elliot Stokes. Would you mind if I took this and showed it to him?
No, of course not. What's all this about Charles Tate?
Well, Professor Osmond said that he died 10 years ago. But this says 1968. There must be some solution.
Amy, if you don't play the games that Alexander wants you to play, he won't be nice to you.
I'm too old to play hide and seek.
Alexander wants to play that game, so we're gonna play it, or else.
And don't you threaten me with Quentin again.
I won't, Amy. If you just close your eyes and start counting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ready or not, here I come! David? David, where are you? Don't let him get me, David. David, please!
What's going on here?
Oh, we're just playing a game.
You better go after her. I seem to have frightened her.
She's afraid of strangers.
Oh, I see. You're David Collins, aren't you?
Yes, I'm David Collins, and I called you about the book. Here it is. This is when you left here.
Thank you. Tell me, is that little girl Collins, too?
No, her name is Amy Jennings. She just lives at Collinwood.
Well, David Collins, you're a most unusual young man.
David, don't hide anymore. He's downstairs. Make him go away, David. Please. Oh, David, where are you? You've won, David. Come out. Come out wherever you are. David? Thank you.